Welcome to a new episode of Senior from the All Time Podcast. This is a part two. No introductions needed. You know me, you know him. Let's get it.
We're back, second episode. So we shot the first one. We pulled a K dot on you. This is the second one right away, dude. How you doing?
I'm good. Yourself? This is Sunday afternoon, 12:45 p.m.
So yeah, the beef just got crazy. Okay, we didn't want to touch it at first, but it got too big. It got now the history's changed. Like you said, like I said on the first video, the first episode you guys gonna see with the 139, if I'm not mistaken. We recorded on Friday night, and right after we recording, everything went down. Everything went down. I tried to text you a million times.
I was asleep.
I didn't want to call you. And dude, I stayed up till like 1, maybe 2 in the morning, just going through the internet. Everyone went live, Steven. All the channels were live. YouTube was battling 2 video. I've never seen something like that. So take it from the beginning.
So I fell asleep after we recorded. I sent you the video so you could edit. I fell asleep. I was watching the hockey game. I woke up mid-game. I just saw that Drake had dropped. So I saw the video. And then I just fell back asleep. It was weird. It was like I was in a bad dream or like in a horror movie. And then all of a sudden I wake up, it's like 1 o'clock, and I just see text messages from you. And Kendrick dropped again. Kendrick dropped again. Did you see? Kendrick dropped again. And I'm starting to go on Instagram, and you know when you open up Instagram and you just, everything that's new just pops in right away, and I just see Kendrick. It's kind of like the way I played it in my head is like that Family Matters track didn't come out. It was just like Kendrick dropped again.
Yeah. So on that Friday, 6:16 came out during the day, in the morning. And I didn't give it a good listen. That's why we didn't even speak on it on the podcast, really. I didn't give it a really good listen. We finished recording. I went back to it. I listened to it 2-3 times, and I was freaking out. I called you, right? I called you. I'm like, dude, this is way more serious than I think it was at first, right? So I'm still on that. To me, it was a crazy night. So I'm still on that 6:16, and I'm trying to figure it out. And then Drake drops the bomb. So
Family Matters.
Let's start with 6:16. What do you think about that track?
Oh, 6:16 was just an extra piece to Euphoria. It was just an addition. Here's Euphoria. This is my first official diss track. Here's 6:16 just to give you more flavor to it. But I can't really find it. It's not on streaming. It's only on YouTube right now.
And that's why for me, I didn't really, when it dropped, I didn't really acknowledge it because I thought it was just a leak. I was like, yeah, it's just a leak. But then when I heard the beat with that gospel sample, I went like, oh, okay, so maybe it is something. And then like all the diss track that Kendrick, he puts more like an intro to it, because the first part is like really, he's just really rapping. He's braggadocious kind of, but he's not into Drake yet. And then in the second part, he really goes in.
Did you like Euphoria more than you liked 6:16?
Yes, I like Euphoria better.
Euphoria was basically just the landscape to what I could do. If you want to go head to head, this is what I could do.
Yeah, and I think 6:16 was just a bait.
Oh yeah, he's poking the bear. Poke.
It was just a bait.
He was poking the bear, and Euphoria it's a diss track, right? It's what you want from a diss track. So it was set off really in the right direction. You know what I mean? First of all, I love it when these guys come out with songs midday. I was in a training when that came out. I had to leave the training to go listen to it. Oh, I need to go to the bathroom. Sorry.
Yeah, and you went to listen to it?
It's 6 minutes in the bathroom.
Exactly. I was working. Me too. It was like I was at work. I listened to it real quick. And then when you go back to it, you're like, oh, man. Because the 6:16, what I like about that one is that, like I said, is the first part. And then half the songs is in. He goes in and breaks down how OVO may be working for him. And how around you have 100 guys that I pay, that you pay. There's 20 that don't like you. There's probably 2 that they want to see you dead, and the other ones are leaking to me. So I mean, that was the main attraction from that song.
You know what 616 is? Euphoria is the movie.
Mm-hmm.
616 is when the end credits start playing for 5 seconds, and then the part just comes up and it gives you that extra, oh shit, this might happen. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
this is gonna lead me into something else. It's just brilliant. It's brilliant work. It adds so much value to what's happening.
So then at night we get Family Matters from Drake. What do you feel about that song?
I love how you're asking me because I know how you felt about it because we're going back and forth a lot, but we're gonna go back and forth on it here. I found it corny.
Yeah.
Look. I don't find nothing to it. First of all, there's 3 things you did wrong in that song. Number 1, you're singing. I don't want to hear singing in a diss
Mm-hmm.
song. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a diss song. This is coming from a guy that invested in battle rapping, if I'm not mistaken, or had his
Wait,
hands in battle rapping, was a
yeah, King
huge
of the
fan of
Dot.
battle
Yeah.
rapping. He promoted battle rapping, whatever. Okay, this is from. Let's be honest with you. In battle rapping, there's no singing. Number 2, you have 3 verses, right? 4, 3, and you take a full verse to go at 5 other men in it. Okay, Kendrick
Mm-hmm.
did none of that stuff in
Of
Euphoria.
course. Yep.
He went completely directed at your head. Okay, and number 3, you don't need a music video. We don't need a music video in battle rapping. We don't need a music video
Mm.
in when we're dissing each other. We don't. Why?
Mm.
Unless it's like Smack DVD style, where you're walking around the streets rapping and there's a bunch of people behind you and you're taking direct shots. I don't need to see the van from Good Kid, Mad City.
And there's a fight that breaks out, like Smack DVD shit.
Right?
Yeah.
That you made 3 mistakes right off the bat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So okay, so
You?
on those three, I'm disagreeing with 2, because the singing, I know Pete Rock said it as well.
Mm-hmm.
The singing on this song, I don't care about it.
Pas de
If you want
besoin.
to, no, I think it's not a problem. It's not a problem. He really he legit sing, like maybe give him 8 bars of the 7 minute song. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, is it a problem? Not at all. If someone wants to sing the whole time for this someone, I'll take it. I don't care. The battle rappers now are doing all kinds of shit, bringing props, bringing. I don't care. There's no rules. I hate when people put rules when there's no rules. You can do whatever. Okay. So for me, that wasn't a problem. The second one that I don't agree, the video was great. So the video to me, it gave more impact to me as I'm watching it. I'm like, oh, he came out serious. Okay. I thought the good kid, Man City van was a great idea. The second part, with the other rappers was good too, and the third one, the video was corny for the third one. That I'm not gonna argue with that with you. I think the second for a Drake song is great. Is great. I think it was a great response. It was it the biggest response he could have done? No, but I like it. I like it.
I want to hear what bars you liked in there, because to me they were all cheesy and just it's kind of like
But I
you're
like
give
the third verse to me is hard the whole time.
the one where he's talking
Pause.
about
Pause.
his
So
wife and that he beats his wife.
Yeah, the third part when he switched that third one, I like it. Na, 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 na. I like that flow. It's Drake. I'm not expecting him. I like it's Drake. I'm not expecting for him to go the other way, but I liked it. I liked it. I enjoyed that. I think people are bringing it down so much. It's like it's a strong this song. And the question that I have for you is
Mm-mm.
why, if he would have responded like this to Pusha T, who would have won?
Pusha T.
No, no. Okay, so that's
Wait,
another.
hold on a second. Wait a second. Whoa, 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 whoa. There is no way possible that Drake would have even. Drake doesn't even come close to that story Pusha T
And
put out. Pusha T
I
Pusha
think
T,
if would have, it's the he
Milenko.
put a lot of effort into it. If he would have done the same for Pusha T with the influence he had, because Pusha T is nearly as big as Kendrick. So if he would have made something more popular than Pusha T, he would have won.
Because of popularity, because of
Yes.
charting. Well,
Yes.
that's the point. Drake, when he makes music, he's not making music to just go at someone or just have a diss record. He's making music where he can make money off the track. That's the thing. That's where you know what? That's point number 4. He made this song, this Family Matter song. First of all, you can play it in the club because of the beat of it. Number 2, it attracts females, this song, okay, because of just the way you can move to it. And number 3 is just that
but it's a drill, not really, because it's the second part is a drill New York beat. It's a drill New York beat. The third one is not really about.
But you
There's
could
nothing
move to
bouncy on that beat.
you could move to drill music.
Yeah, but it is a dark drill music. It's not nothing bouncy on this. This is like to play basketball with the homies type of music.
Just I find that he's making this music for the wrong reasons. Look at the way Kendrick is making his songs, okay? Call me biased, call me a Kendrick fan, I don't care. But Kendrick is a student of the game. He knows what's expected of him in this.
Yeah.
He's a lyricist.
Yeah.
The dude is a lyricist, okay? He knows what he needs to do. Just in the same lane as an Ice Cube, just in the same lane as a 50, a Jada, a Nas, a Jay, a Beanie, a Pusha. He knows what's expected of him as a diss track. Then you got a guy like Drake coming out. Okay, cool. You made the video, okay? But you're making me a chart song.
Yeah, I understand, and the point I'm gonna give to you that I agree is something that, like, if you give Euphoria or let's say Meet the Grams to someone that doesn't follow this, they just know the names, know the artists, but is not into hip hop like that, they will understand more a song like Family Matters than a song like Meet the Grams. You follow me?
I get what you're saying because
If I
the
give
musicality of the song.
the musicality and the flow, the lines, you can hear better a Drake line and be like, okay, you just said the buttercream and you dipped in vanilla for your, okay, because he cheated with a white girl. Okay, I get that. So when you, I think if you give the beat to someone that is not accustomed to rapping, it's easier to understand a Drake song than a Kendrick song.
I get that.
But that we can agree.
Yes, I'm gonna agree with you on that. Yeah. But Drake needs to start understanding that it's not only about the chart songs and being #1 on the billboards and whatever and making songs like that. The guy is supposed to go head to head with somebody, okay? He's going head to head with somebody. Let's say they're not on the same level because of popularity, but they're two of the guys that are in the mainstream that, they've come up together. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
You know that what you're going to go up against Kendrick Lamar. You know that you need to bring your A game because Kendrick Lamar is a student of the game. He knows what he's doing. Do you get what I mean? Just steer away from your stupidity for one thing, okay? And come correct. This is what people want to hear from you. They don't want to hear a song. I don't want to hear Drake come to me where I could put the song on and I can clean my house to it. You know what I mean? Do you get what I'm trying to say? I want to be able I want to be able to sit down and be like, "Oh fuck, he just said that. Oh shit." It's react. I get it, but you want a reaction out of it. Kendrick is giving you reactions out of it. You remember when
we're hip hop heads, so I get it, and we love underground music, so I get that. But we need to get it all of, like, in general, the general Milenko, people they're gonna appeal more to Family Matter.
I don't want to hear
it. I don't think Drake is trying to chart.
I don't need Drake's song to play in the club while I'm hanging out and drinking and dancing and having disses in it. I don't need that. What I do need, okay, is for him to be like, you know what? I'm not all talk, no action.
So what should he do?
He should come correct. He should take a beat and
should
just. Milenko, Kendrick did it. He took 4 different beats Totally different beats, totally different styles.
I know, but I'm telling
Be a
you,
man a
Drake.
bit.
What should Drake do
Drake
now?
should be a man, put on his big boy pants, and be like, you know what? What's this friend's name that produces for him all the time from OVO? OVO
40.
40. 40. Give me a dark ass beat. So we got the beat we kind of wanted. Drake dropped his new diss track, The Hard Part 6.
Jesus, we had to do this 3 times.
Fed
Three
up.
times this weekend. This
I'm
is
fed
crazy.
up. You know what the problem is? Is that you always call me while I'm half asleep. And my reaction is always like, fuck, are you kidding me?
And this one, I tried to play you. I was having a little fun. I was doing like I was liking this and trying to bait you in and being like, he got bars. What you mean? He got bars. He rapped. But yeah.
Okay, give me your first thoughts on this the latest installment of the beef.
So the Hard Park 6. So
Can I
it's
say
coming.
something? I'm cutting you off 2 seconds. I'm
Mhm.
gonna say something important. We're not gonna do this shit live. We're gonna record this like human beings, and we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna do it our way. I ain't jumping on no live. Just an FYI. You could have the final word now. Go.
So I feel like, I mean, a lot has been told about it. To me, it was a good response. Was it the greatest? No. Was it something we needed? I don't think so.
Why was it good? Explain. I want to know why you say it's good.
Because he picked a better beat and he rapped.
Okay. Yeah, so
And
he gets a couple of points.
the only point that I disagreeing with everyone is that everyone's saying it was just a defense mechanism. It was just like just defense the whole song. I don't think so. I think the defense bars were like maybe 5 to 8, maybe 8 bars. He gave it like 8 bars of defending himself. Was it good defenses? No, but he still jabbed Kendrick with some okay lines.
He jabbed. I agree with you. He jabbed. I thought he was gonna go deeper into it, but I don't agree with you. I find that this song was a I need to put this song out or else people are gonna look at me bad.
Yeah, and he did that. And those bars, man. Why would he say stuff
Weak.
like
He is
that?
look. This you can't do that. It makes absolutely no sense. You're basically saying, I did it, but don't believe it. Because here are the facts how I didn't do it. Oh, if I would have done it, I would have probably been arrested. The fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I'm too famous to be with young girls. I would have been arrested.
It's a
That's
the
the
probably the worst bar in this track's history.
B sharp line is horrendous.
B sharp. That
B
was
sharp.
terrible. That's if like I went to call my son upstairs. Now I said, "Hey, buddy, can you write some raps for me?"
Yeah, you know that I saw that in The Simpsons there was a joke about Homer Simpson starting a group called B Sharp because it's not a note, so it's so dumb that that's the name of this. So it's like a joke.
So it was stupid.
And that, yeah, is ridiculous. I don't understand how can people listen to that and go like, yeah, release it, Drake. Like, what the hell? You're going against Kendrick, dude. You need to think. And the biggest mishap for me is, as well as the Mother I, he didn't interpret the song well.
No, at
He's,
all.
and Kendrick never says he got molested on that song. His mom didn't believe he was molested, but he wasn't. So, Jesus, I mean, that's
Look,
typical Drake. What do you feel about it?
so I really feel that Drake got zero help to write this song. So he finally has nobody to help him because it was so weak. There was nothing to it. I kept on wanting I like the beginning kind of started off like, okay, shit. This might be something. He might be going in. But it kind of just dropped completely. Like the only thing that stuck out to me was we kind of what did he say in there? He says he baited him that
Yeah, yeah, that baiting
we
again.
plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. It's like, okay. Yeah, you kind of make Kendrick look like a big idiot, but Are you just saying that to say that? Do you have no choice but to say that? Do you get what I
Yeah,
mean?
I mean,
He's
yeah,
giving more of the okay, what Kendrick said is true, but I don't want you to believe it, so I'm gonna play against what he said.
it could be genius, like it could be all fake. We never know. We never probably gonna know.
It's calculated. Everything is calculated. Kendrick Lamar, he calculates this stuff. He's done it all. This is all done on purpose. Drake had no choice. Now, with that being said, no matter if he molests women, no matter if he's a pedophile, no matter what he does, if he was in the same room as Diddy, okay, and Meek Mill doing a threesome, they will still love Drake no matter what because this is what emotional people like to listen to. Emotional men love Drake. They will dick ride him, pause till the end of fucking time.
Yeah, and I don't think he needs, again, like I said, I don't think he's gonna lose. He can't lose, the guy. But
It's not about losing. It's about just the character.
yeah, if
Eh,
Kendrick comes, I think that after a song like this, if Kendrick's Kendrick calculated right on his next response, it's over.
Oh yeah, but it's already
It's
been
over.
over. After this came out, that's when I knew it was like, okay, it's like Drake is throwing in the flag. He's like,
Mhm.
fuck, I don't want to continue with this. Look, I didn't do anything. I'm done. Here it is. Let's put all the fucking let's shine the light on you, Kendrick, because you beat your wife apparently, and Day Free is your
He
son's
doubled
actual
down on
father.
all that. He doubled down on all that. The
He
day
had no
free thing,
choice.
all that.
He had
Yeah,
no choice.
yeah,
He had
yeah.
look. This is a very weak response of a guy either crying for help or a guy that has to basically prove himself that he doesn't do anything wrong. Or he's making himself believe, hey, I didn't do any of this stuff. You know those pathological liars that they know that they did something and they did it, but they just keep telling themselves in their head, I didn't do that, I never did this. Nothing was done. It's just very
Hmm.
weak. It's a very weak response.
You
Good
know what's
beat,
good? You know
weak
what's good
response.
about the best thing about this whole part?
Mm-hmm.
The title. The hard part six is pretty. It's pretty cool title. I mean, that's a jab at Kendrick
But he
with
can't
the
come out with.
six.
We can never come out with that song.
But he should have studied it. He should have studied it. He should have known he should have done the three beats. He should have come with something big. I don't know
Yeah.
why. Maybe it's a bait again. We don't even know what's happening now. So
Here, my favorite thing is this Epstein angle was the shit. I expected TikTok videos you collected and dissected.
yeah.
Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. It's like the Epstein angle was the shit I expected. But you had no idea he was gonna come out with this stuff. You had no idea he was gonna call you a pedophile. You're It's amazing because then I sent you the video. Did I send you the video of Drake with Sexy Red yesterday dancing? They were
Yeah.
dancing together.
Mm-hmm.
He's a hoe.
Hovey ho.
The people that say that Drake won, I'm gonna repeat this, are in denial, are probably getting cheated on by their wives or their girlfriends, and have a double-sided dildo up their ass. Pause.
But it's tough. I really don't know how people can. The better track of Drake is Family Matter to me. With all this now, and I think now with time, my favorite is Not Like Us. That's the one I'm listening to all the time. I listen to that all the time now.
Because it
Not
has a
like,
bounce. You like the bounce, you.
oh, that dun, dun. DJ Mustard, man. It was about time that he come back, that guy. But yeah,
Kendrick gave us Kendrick gave us a song that we can actually like have it playing in the car and kind of like, oh fuck, he's still destroying him.
hmm. And I think Meet the Grams is my less favorite now.
No, I
I
like
like
that.
Euphoria better. They're
I
all good, but
I like Meet the Grams because they're so it makes you wonder. It's so calculated and so eerie and so disrespectful.
yeah. And Steven, you know what? You were right. Montreal is a dying city. I have to admit it on the podcast. We're the connect for Drake.
He said it. My Montreal people stand up.
Maybe
Don't.
it's me.
What does he say? Hold on, let me get it. Maybe you don't listen. You're just on a different planet. You hide in Montreal. That's what basically you do. But hold on a second. I need
He
to
said
get
the Montreal Connect stand up,
not fall down.
not fall down. So he was talking to me. I reached out to my homie Drake. I told
He
him,
has
dude, Steven is saying, stop the singing, go with this beat now.
Drake has no connections in Montreal. Shut the fuck up and stay in Toronto. We don't want you. We don't want you here. Get out of here. All right, okay, let's get back to our scheduled program, please. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.
But just that being said, I
Be
think
angry.
Family is underrated. I think it's a great response and he did good. And when I saw the video and I heard the first time, I was like, oh, Kendrick, he's gonna go, he's gonna need to do something. He's gonna need to do something. I was like that. I
Ding,
was
ding,
nervous.
ding.
I was nervous.
Ding, ding, ding. And then what happened 23 minutes later, Milenko?
23 minutes later. That's something that changes history for me. For rap beef history, nothing. Back then, it would have never been possible because of the technology.
Yeah, social media and all these outlets
Yeah,
that we have.
but
Yeah, of
even
course.
though just recording and sharing the what would Tupac would have had to run with the CD to the label, and Biggie would have to fucking run back at the DJ. Like with technology, couldn't have been done big back then. But and then yeah, that the Meet the Grams is a straight bomb. That's it's that's
it's
devilish.
eerie, Milenko. It's like in the Halloween movies. You thought you killed Michael Myers at the end of the movie. Okay? You burnt the house down. Michael Myers is completely melted and dead. And again, the end credits, and Michael Myers just appears again.
Oh my god! And you know what? You just use scary movie, okay, uh, horror movies to describe this, and this is the best way to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
For me, okay, Family Matters is like a good slasher movie. So
Yeah.
it's fun. It's a slasher movie. You're gonna get some scares out of that, but it's fun. It's well made. It's more like a Halloween one, right? And Meet the Grams is
Alchemist Beat.
it's Evil Dead. It's you get scared for real,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's Hereditary. You seen that movie?
Yes.
That's a horror movie that fuck your brain up, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly the best thing I could say from that. That's exactly it. You just pop that thing to my head. That's exactly what it was for me.
Drake spoke about Kendrick's family, his wife, day free. Just I kind of found those bars were weird. It was just like meh, yeah, okay, whatever.
I think it was good bars. I thought
It,
it was great bars.
and then Kendrick is like, oh really? Okay. Here's 4 verses where I'm talking to each individual person that's close to you, your mom, your dad, your son, and apparently your 11-year-old daughter that exists. And then I'm going to end it off and I'm going to talk directly to you. And I'm going to put everything onto the table and I'm going to make you realize that there is nothing you could say because I'm always going to be 10 steps ahead of you.
It's insane. And that move, to just with the move of releasing 20 minutes later, no video with the same
You don't need a
artwork,
video, but
same artwork from the first disc, 616 with the glove, but this one, yeah, with the glove, but this one, Meet the Crimes is just zoomed out and more items from Drake, personal house. That's what I heard. Personal items, and you go ahead and you talk to his son like that, Steven. His son's gonna go and he needs to grow up with that fucking song in his life.
that's never going away ever. It's never going to disappear.
It's insane.
His
Dude.
mom has probably listened to it because he went to his mom. His dad listened to it. Do you understand the effect? The effect. And you know what? What's crazy about this is that you kind of can't come back. I don't see any other way you could respond unless you have something on Kendrick that he killed someone and leaves them in their basement. In
I
his
mean,
basement.
for me,
Or
I
he has a
think what
torture
Drake,
chamber.
yeah, I mean, because the accusations are heavy. He's We're talking about sex offense. We're talking about trafficking. We're talking about pedophilia. Uh,
Not being a
he,
present father,
Not
having a daughter
deadbeat.
that. Yeah.
Hiding a daughter, dude.
I need to add
I need
something. I need
Drake.
to add
What
something.
needs to do is a song debunking all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
To the point of the fatherhood thing and not being a present father, Pusha T already elaborated that he wasn't a present father and that he was hiding his son, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick Lamar, whether he has an 11-year-old daughter or not, okay, it's making people think, oh shit, Drake has already done this. He could do it again. He could actually really have an 11-year-old daughter. So what happens is people are really focused just on that point,
Mm-hmm.
right? So look
Yep.
at Drake. Drake is just sending out messages on Instagram. He's the meme queen, just sending out messages and stuff, responding to what Kendrick said. Instead, he shouldn't say anything and just come back at Kendrick. He's responding. He's doing exactly what Kendrick is baiting to do, whether this child exists or not.
Yeah. And okay, question for you.
I
What
like
if
questions today.
what if what if that story is not true? He doesn't have a daughter. What do you think about that this now?
It's still doing the same effect for me because it's making people think, and it's also making Drake, like I mentioned, be like, oh shit, okay, hold on a second, I need to respond to this. How do I respond to this? I don't have an 11-year-old. It's making him scramble. Think of it. It's making him scramble.
I agree with you.
Milenko, the guy is putting out messages on Twitter and on Instagram
Yep.
saying that this isn't true. He's not focused in the right area. Do you understand what Kendrick did?
Yeah, yeah.
He's not making him focus in the right area. It's
I totally agree
brilliant.
with you. I agree with you because, again, I think a lot of people are saying, "Oh, they're putting a lot of emphasis on it was true or not." We don't know nothing about both sides. We don't know nothing, nothing, nothing.
But being a
So
pedophile
if
and
it's
that
true or
stuff,
not, to me, it doesn't really matter. It's still an insult. Like, what's the number one insult people say to each other? And they like we screwed your mother, right?
yeah,
Screw your mother. You didn't really screw my mother, but I'm still hitting you. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna punch you.
it's gonna take me off track.
Exactly. So I think whatever the insult is, and Drake is probably not going at minors all the time. Who knows? But that thing with Millie Bobby Brown came out,
Mm-hmm.
and just Kendrick is putting his fork, twisting a knife in it. So I mean, it's all fair, man.
But Malenko,
So
what
this,
people right now are focused on things like that. People being pedophiles. Look at the
mm-hmm.
stuff that happened with Diddy.
Oh
Like
yeah, that's
Kendrick is hitting all the points where people are gonna focus on, rather than focusing on the stuff that Drake said about Kendrick. Do you get what? Like, he's making people be like, "Oh shit, does Drake really do this? Is Drake really a pedophile?"
Mm-hmm.
Like, hold on a second. My daughter hung out with him. Let me call my daughter. Oh
Ah,
shit, he hangs out with all. Like, do you understand?
Oof.
He's adding all this information into your brain where it's living in your brain now that you're questioning things, whether it's true or not. It's the best bait possible. It's the best distraction ever. And Drake says he's going on vacation. This is terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I think it's great. And now, on the next day, Saturday, come back. I think everything is pretty. We're still figuring it out. He comes up with another diss track.
Not like us.
Not like us. And this is him having fun. DJ Mustard on the beat.
You want
It's
a
been
beat
a long
you can
time
move
since
to?
I heard DJ Mustard. Huh?
What a beat, though.
It's a good beat. It's a
I'm
cool
Mustard on
beat.
a beat. Help.
And
just
Drake,
having fun.
And that's Drake just having Drake. That's just K Dot having fun and going again even harder with the A minor line. I think is the one that's gonna stick out from all this battle.
A minor.
I think is that line that's gonna stick out from the rest. The OVO, I love that.
He's having it's like this is the song you could play at the cookout.
Yeah. And I think he's baiting him again. I think
he's poking the bear.
He's spoken, and he has again. He says it. This is just surface. I still have something even even deeper, and this is just the surface of the rabbit hole. I have something deeper. So
It's, you know what? It's crazy because when you think of it, a lot of these guys hung out together, right? A lot of these guys see things, but they keep their mouth shut. Look
mhm,
at the stuff with Diddy. Look at the stuff with Harvey Weinstein and all that stuff. People either are paid to shut up, sign a no disclosure agreement, or they just shut up because they don't want to get involved in it.
mhm,
People have seen things. What he's saying, if it's actually true, I am not surprised. I wouldn't be
mhm,
surprised because these things do happen in the world. Like,
mhm.
just look at Hollywood. Do you hear stories about Hollywood all the
Yeah,
time?
all the
Why
time.
wouldn't it happen in the music industry? Kendrick said it. I know stuff about the music industry.
Oh yeah, he's been in the game for 12 years, so he said it, man. You
You've
don't want to be
seen
in that
stuff.
cell one with Weinstein, dude. So I mean, dude,
Look,
you wish death on on Drake. Everything just went. So to me, there's no winner or loser to this, but who has a bigger impact to me?
there's no loser. Jake lost. Jake is losing 110%.
But I think this is there's no losing. We never who won before Jay Z or Nas won. We
It's
still
our
don't know.
opinion. It's our opinion who
Exactly. We
loses and
we
who
still
wins.
don't know most of this who won and who lose. The one like the one that goes straight to my head is 50 versus Ja Rule. That's the one that like is a clear winner, right? But other
It's
than
kind
that, we
of
never gonna know. I
hold
think
on. It's kind of shaking up to be the same thing.
not no Drake is. We'll see.
You
We'll
think
see.
Drake is gonna come back?
Yeah,
I think it's game over.
I think if Drake would do nothing, okay, nothing, he won't respond never again, and drop the new album in 2 months, it's still gonna chart number one.
Oh, for sure. It's
So
just like if
he's not
yeah.
losing. He's not losing. So I think he's. But who has the upper hand? Is K Dot to me. It's not even close.
Look,
Not even close.
I really 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 want Drake to come out with another song. I really do because I want to see what he could say. I want to really see if he can walk the walk and talk the talk. And if he does, I'm telling you now, the other dude, the guy has something in the tuck ready. 10 minutes later, it's coming out.
For sure he has something. He for sure had something. I think Drake should go at that woman that Kendrick
Slept
cheated.
with, yeah.
Yeah, slept with. I think Drake is probably looking everywhere for that woman to come out with that story. I
Well,
think
he
yeah,
said he cheated. Kendrick said he cheated.
and
So
that's the other point we didn't even touch. Mr. Morale, he outed
yeah,
himself. He said everything on there. He says it. I'm not a role model. Look at all that bad shit I've been doing. So I don't know. Drake, he got into this fight, man. I don't know why. Again, I don't think he's gonna lose. I don't
Milenko,
think he can lose. He's always gonna be top guy. But
in when I was in school, high school, elementary, all that stuff, there was always that kid, the teacher's pet in school. Okay, there was always the guy that wanted to be cool, wanted to stand out. Uh, Drake is like that. He's the type of guy that you go to recess, and the guys aren't hanging out with him. He's hanging out with the women. Do you get what I mean?
yeah,
He's the guy that, oh, something happens in class, he goes directly to the teacher.
yeah.
That is the type of guy he is, and Kendrick is airing all of that out. He's talking for guys like myself, like you, that like think of him in that light. Okay, Drake isn't cool. Like Drake isn't. He's trying too hard. Yes, he's popular because his music attracts the popularity of people. Because most of the people in the world don't really like good music. Let's be honest. They turn on the radio and they listen to whatever plays. But Drake is that guy in high school and in elementary school that, hey, I like this album. Oh yeah, I like this album too. I started listening to it the day it came out. Oh, this artist, yeah, I love that artist. Like he's always trying to up you on something and thinks that he
Hmm.
knows everything. It's the Mr. Me Too,
Yeah. Oh
right?
man, he outed so much, Kendrick. He outed so much. He outed so much that Baka not nice. Uh, not allegation. He was
Yeah,
convicted. That's one of your crew. Uh, I
he's
mean,
a
there's
student of the
so
game. He
much.
is calculated. He knows what he's doing. He didn't like, dude. this guy, how do you say this? He's aware of what's needed of him. I've said this. He's aware of what hip hop is, what hip hop wants from him. He's not gonna go do some bullshit just to do bullshit. He's not scared to say things.
Yeah, and I mean, everybody's gonna be on it. The last point I want to say from this, and then I'm out. But I don't think Dre's gonna lose for one reason. If you have the talk of the better rapper of all time with someone that's really a hip hop connoisseur, Drake is never gonna be there.
Well, no, he has ghostwriters.
Exactly. So he's never gonna be there. So
that's ghostwriters. You can't
win or lose. His legacy is not hitting. He's still not gonna suffer from this.
No,
his shows are still gonna be full.
Agreed.
But like, people are gonna say, okay, you lose the fight, but nobody puts him in the greatest. I mean, maybe.
No, but
academics, he puts him in the greatest of all time.
Probably the biggest loser.
I just want to say to people, if you listen to this, there's a 1 minute video on YouTube of the reaction of academics when Family Matter releases and Meet the Gram, and they did like a montage, or 1 minute montage. Is the funniest thing ever. You need to see it, Steven. You need to see it.
To your point about what you're saying is, yeah, it's gonna probably be the same thing. But you know what? For the people that listen to hip hop, and for the people that always said Drake's number one, Drake, you know what, dude? That guy thought he was the best, but he came at one of the best, and he failed. And at the end of the day, he cannot talk the talk or walk the walk. And what I've been saying for the last 12 years is true. And you know what? Touching on that as a father, with the stuff about having a daughter and like that whole pedophilia stuff like that, it kind of, you know, like, I'm just like, you know what? I don't want my daughter and my kids hanging around some guy like that. Because there is guys like that live in the world. And if Kendrick is airing them out, then you know what? Hey, there's some weirdo shit out there, and there's pictures and stuff to prove it. So.
And everything is coming out now. So, yeah, that's it. That's it for me, man. That's it for me.
That's it for me. We did this super quick. I forgot to fucking do my hair, anything. It's the middle of the day.
It's we need to release it. I cut it now because Kendrick might drop something right now, or Drake, and we're gonna have to redo this whole thing. Okay, so thank you everybody. Thank you for following us, man.
I'm overwhelmed. I can't wait to go back to work.
Is this one of the biggest rap beef of all time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the way it's panning out to be, and the way social media exists.
Yes.
100%. Yeah, it's not the biggest, but it's in the top 3 for sure. Top 3
easily,
for sure.
Easily. I think it's gonna be the biggest, and not too long. Okay.
Hey, we're out of here. If you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Like and subscribe, motherfuckers. Peace.
Peace.